Hey, it's Read from Emerald Lotus Divination, a website that shares free weekly tarot resources. And today we are doing another Pick a Pile tarot reading. This one is about what opportunities are you missing? So what is available to you at this time, but you're potentially not grasping onto or not taking a risk to achieve or not slowing down to achieve? What is kind of missing you right now that you could have the potential to really latch onto and gain? That's what we're asking Spirit today. We have 3 piles for you: Cosmic Slumber, Modern Witch, and Modern Love. Just take a second, breathe in, allow yourself to really connect with your intuition. I invite you to take a second, really concentrate, and whichever pile really pops out to you that you just can't ignore, there's always, or often, if the reading is meant for you, there's one pile that really speaks to you. Either it's the crystal, the card, the colors. There's always something that when I close my eyes, there's one of them that just really stands out and I can't seem to shake it. Trust that one, and you can check below the timestamps to see when your reading is, and I hope that you find it helpful. So let's get started. I'm so excited. Group 1, this is your reading on which opportunities are you missing right now. I hope you're doing well today. I'm really excited to do this reading for you. I'm using the Cosmic Slumber Tarot, and this is the wisdom of the chakras, I think. Oracle? I always forget what it's called. I'll have everything I'm using today linked below, but I really wanted to pull one of these cards just to see, what are you missing today? What is an opportunity being offered to you that you're missing? So immediately when tapping into your energy, Group 1, I saw a stoplight and it was red and it moved to green. When it moved to green, I saw someone in a car looking in the opposite direction, like they're sitting at the stoplight, and instead of paying attention to the stoplight, they're sitting and looking to the sides of them. So they don't actually see that the light has turned green and that they're able to go. I just have to say that's what kind of just came through for you immediately, but let's see what your cards actually have to say. Mysticism. So there's an opportunity for you to really connect with your inner magic and your inner self, your third eye chakra, but you're for some reason not paying attention to it right now, or you don't want to hear the message. Okay, so you might be living in a place of lower vibration right now where you're feeling like you want to move up and feel confident and connected to your inner spirit and your wisdom and your magic, but maybe you're worried what people will think about you, or you fall into traps about judgments from other people and what you think other people will feel about you, which is very relatable. I felt the exact same way when I started reading tarot, and especially posting YouTube videos. I felt like I was really embarrassed that a lot of people that I knew were going to see them and potentially judge me. And so that's the energy that I'm seeing for you right away, for some of you at least. We're going to continue with the tarot cards now. I don't have very much space. I have way too many things on my altar these days. So what is an opportunity that is available to you, Group 1, that you're really missing right now? Oh, that was fast. Five of Pentacles, first of all. So there is some financial abundance that is available to you, but you're feeling like it's out of reach or out of grasp. Know that if you are struggling financially right now, or it's been something on your mind for the past while, which is totally understandable judging by the way things are going across the world right now, that know that that's something that is not actually out of your reach right now. So don't be afraid to try new things and move in new directions and leave the old ways that you made money or that you felt about money behind, so that you can start a new journey forward, especially as it relates to your finances. And because we also got this mysticism card here as well, it might actually be something to do with making money related to mysticism. So something occulty, or something secretive, or something different that maybe exists in your life that other people might see as strange or weird, that you might worry other people will judge you for. Just know that if you actually do follow your own inner guidance and take a risk to make a change in your life, you will actually be headed on a new adventure that could be quite beneficial for you. So Spirit wants you to know that by holding yourself back because you're scared of what other people will think, that you're not gaining anything, which I think is pretty obvious when we say it out loud. But sometimes it's when we say things like that out loud, like, you know, not doing something in fear that others will judge us, it seems like a very obvious observation. But in reality, when it's you and when it's your problem, sometimes you aren't even consciously aware of the things that you hold yourself back from in fear of other people. And so this message is really trying to awaken you to those things that you don't do because you're scared. So this might not be something that's super obvious to you, like starting a YouTube channel. It might be something more hidden into your psyche that maybe is a little bit harder to discover right away. So if there's nothing that's coming to your mind right away about something that you feel you don't want to embrace in fear of others, just be mindful of that as you move forward, and recognize that if there is a potential for you to make some positive changes in your life, especially as it relates to new earnings or new ways of making money, that it's something that Spirit is wanting you to do, because they're saying that you're actually missing an opportunity in fear of judgment of other people. So let's see what an action is that you can really take right now to move out of this place of fear. Connecting with your inner spirit, connecting with your creativity, connecting with what it is that inspires you. So really taking time to figure out what it is that you want to do and what makes you feel creative and inspired, and really following after that right now. Right now is a really nice time for you to really create and explore and try to avoid the judgments of others, but you're really starting something new. You're leaving something behind. You're starting something new, especially as it relates to being creative or exploring your creative, nurturing energy within you. Really beautiful. So definitely the action would be to start on the project that you want, especially if it is creative. I feel like I did a reading recently where I did a similar vibe to this. So if you've had a similar reading from me twice in a row, this message is really trying to come in through for you. This one is slightly different, but it's similar in the sense that it's related to starting something in a creative field, in a creative project. Which makes sense, because I think a lot of people who would watch my videos would be creatives and people that want to express their creativity, even if it's not necessarily their full-time job. So using your logic to decipher what will bring you success is really important. So allowing yourself to be confident and not be shaken by the opinion of others, so you can really forge your own path and make changes in your life as need be, because Spirit is really wanting you not to miss out on these opportunities. So let's see what will actually come for you if you do grasp onto these opportunities. Wow. That card flew out. So we're seeing Six of Pentacles that just completely flew right out of the deck. So you'll be given something by taking this risk, especially financial gain. You'll move into a place where you actually have more to give than you do at this current time. And someone actually might give you something to help you get started. So you might be surprised at who reaches out to you, who resonates with what you're doing, or who wants to support you. It's really the time for you to take that risk, even if it feels like maybe no one wants to support you or help you out. So the Chariot. So you're feeling like you want to move forward, but maybe you're feeling like you can't. You're feeling a little bit stunted right now in not being able to move as quickly as you want. But just know that taking time to actually work through these things and making a little bit of change in your life as it relates to this is important for you. There's something that you're going to have to change to actually reap the benefits of these things. So don't just if you have been working on this topic as a whole, if that's something you have been working towards recently, it's time that you kind of slow down on what you're doing and reevaluate what you're doing. Make a logical plan for how it makes sense for you and alter it. There's something that needs to be altered, and because this is a general reading, it's hard to say exactly what that is, but I hope that will resonate with you as you reflect on what you're doing and the steps that you're taking. So we're really seeing here in your cards, we have Five of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles that have now come up. So if you are going through a hard time financially, as I mentioned, know that it will pass. And so there is opportunity here for you to make some changes and start on some new paths really that will help you gain financial abundance yet again. So Don't be afraid to tap into your creativity. Go slowly if you need to. It doesn't need to be a super fast process, but Spirit wants you to know that you are missing out on opportunities. Don't let yourself fall into concerning yourself with the opinion of others. Really trust yourself. Trust that inner King of Swords energy that you hold within you. Consult someone if you need to, that you respect and that you trust. Someone that would embody this King of Swords, potentially an air sign or somebody in your life that has like a really good grasp on the logical side of life, if that's not you. Asking people like that for their opinion on what you can do and how you can really make these changes and implement them into your life. Because Spirit wants you to know that there is abundance waiting for you. It's just requiring you to make a change, okay? So I hope that resonated with you, Group 1. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye. Group 2, if you chose this little amethyst sphere and the Modern Witch Tarot, this reading is for you. I'm so excited to get started, so let's do it. This is probably going to roll. Okay, we're gonna have to put her up there. She's gonna roll off. So in this reading, I really want to tackle what missed opportunities are around you right now, or what is within your reach that you can grasp onto, but without taking some action you might miss. This is something I feel so called to read for today, and I'm really excited. I hope that this reading resonates with you. I'm going to use some of the Wisdom of the Chakras Oracle. I think that's what it's called. It'll be linked below. Acceptance. So this card is all about accepting ourselves as we are, and really tuning into feeling connected with the person that we are, instead of trying to change ourselves. So embracing what we need to embrace, allowing what parts of ourselves just exist inherently, and then changing anything that we feel we hate about ourselves or we don't like. I mean, of course, I don't think we need to accept ourselves fully as we are and allow that as an excuse for bad behavior. There's always room to grow and change, but there are certain aspects of ourselves that we just kind of have to accept exist, especially as it relates to our physicality or our strengths and weaknesses and stuff like that. Let's see what else we have here for you that you might be missing. Despondence. So you may have been going through a little bit of depression in the past little while, not feeling so good, feeling disconnected from who you are and spirit in general. So this card also really represents movement and things wanting to change in life. So if you have been feeling down lately, Spirit really wants you to take some action to change some things in your life. That was really fast. Queen of Cups reversed. I'm not surprised that this one came through. So there's an opportunity for you right now, Group 2, to really feel what needs to be felt in your life. There may be some things that you're cutting yourself off from feeling, especially as it relates to accepting who you are, and potentially even I'm getting like the vibe of potentially even like mental illness or mental health problems or things about yourself that you just can't change. Of course there's ways to improve those things about ourselves, or like you can take medication, or you can really practice meditation and ground yourself and things like that. But at the end of the day, there's certain aspects of ourselves that are always going to exist. And this reading is really inviting you to don't miss the opportunity of just accepting who you are and really tuning into healing your emotions as it relates to the person that you are and what you've been through and your experiences. There's space here for you now to heal something, especially I feel like from the past potentially, or just from who you are inherently, that you have the opportunity right now to heal, which is really beautiful. Let's see what it is you need to heal. Five of Cups. Okay, so we're seeing some grief, some despair. You've probably seen maybe there might have been a death or some sort of a change in your life that really altered who you are, and how you feel about yourself potentially as well. And Spirit is saying that right now you have the opportunity to actually move past that, to really heal from that, really feel the grief, feel the feelings that want to come up, and really actually deal with them, which is a beautiful thing. It can be, of course, incredibly scary to do that, but it is beautiful when we have the capacity to do that. And Spirit is saying that you have that capacity right now. My memory card is full, so I just 1 second. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. That was like 1 second for you and like 10 minutes for me, I felt like. So I was doing the Five of Cups reversed. Okay, so I wanted to say, or I was saying that Spirit is really inviting you right now to connect with what it is that you feel you are disadvantaged by. There may be things in life where you feel like, you don't have it as good as other people, or you've been disadvantaged in certain ways. And there's like some real healing that has to be done here about accepting who you are and what you've been given and what you've been handed in life. Which is a really great message to receive, even if it's not like the most fun necessarily, but it's a beautiful message to experience this type of healing. So an action that you can take to really heal this energy. Oh, goodness, the world reversed. Beautiful. So recognizing that you are of the world and you are not distant from it. And there's a real level of actually dealing with what scares you in life and the things that you've been kind of procrastinating. With this World card, we see like you're so close to the end, you're so close to finishing your healing journey, but for some reason you've been procrastinating doing this. And actually, we're seeing the World here twice on your cards. So we have the World inside, and then we have the World here as well. So the World is really coming up for you as a message of oneness and just feeling like full of life and feeling full, and recognizing the cycles and the circles of life and how different our lives can be from each other and even from our past selves. So you're really being invited to look at the things that you've been procrastinating or not wanting to deal with, or the things that have been making your life feel literally upside down or backwards that you've been wanting to heal, because it's the opportunity is now for you to really heal. Chariot reversed. So you might be feeling like you're wanting to do these things, but maybe it's not feeling super accessible to you, or it's feeling a little bit out of your control. Spirit wants you to know that this isn't the case, and it is an opportunity that's presenting itself for you. A new way for you to see the world, and a new practice for you to embrace into your current ritual of healing and feeling good about yourself. They're really inviting you to step into your feelings and really accept who you are, what you like, what you want to do. There's a real feeling of like autonomy and individuality coming through in your reading, that maybe you felt stifled in who you were or who you want to be. And there's a real call here now for you to find this opportunity of really connecting with yourself and who you want to be and who you are. These are two different but the same things at the same time. It's accepting the things that we cannot change, but changing the things that we don't want to accept. That's really like the theme of your reading that's coming through in my mind right now, and recognizing that it might not be as fast as you want it to be, this healing process, but it is an opportunity that's available to you right now, and that Spirit really calls on you to focus on and to work through right now, because it's a good opportunity for you. It's a good time for you because this is really going to be calling you to connect with your inner Empress and your inner nurturer and feelings of connection to who you are. Really just getting this energy of like connecting to who you really are and who you want to be in this world. So we're getting a lot of fears in your reading regarding who you are and how you want to be perceived and how you want to perceive yourself. Oops. Your little sphere moving. Oh, and interesting that you picked the sphere as well. Now that we're seeing the world come up so many times, you really did pick a little world as well. So you are really being called to connect with your inner world and who you are and what you want to be. We're seeing a lot of really strong feminine energy coming through in this reading. Oh, it is the modern witch, but even just regardless of that, but like the cards themselves, the meaning of the cards traditionally is really calling you to connect with your the inner sense and knowing of who you are. That's really what your opportunity is right now, and to heal any feelings of of just not accepting yourself and not feeling good enough. It's time for you to really connect with that energy and pay attention to any symbols that you see coming up that have the world in them. If you notice a book or I don't know, you're guided towards things and you notice a symbol of the world or a circle, know that that is spirit helping guide you into your healing process. If you want to meditate, do a lot of meditations that really focus on the world and how you fit in and feel in this world. This is a beautiful time for healing for you, Group 2, and I really hope this reading resonated. I'll see you next time. If you chose the little ruby, fuchsite, purple, and blue stone and the Modern Love Tarot, the third pile, this is for you. Let's get started. So immediately upon connecting to your energy, Group 3, I really just saw like weight lifted. I saw your energy rising, weight lifted. There's something that wants to, I'm just seeing like rise. It's like pressure was put and now it's releasing. And that releasing of the energy is like really, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's like euphoric in a sense. So we're going to be using the Modern Love Tarot for your reading today, but we are also going to be pulling a few cards from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. I always forget what they're called, but I'll leave all the decks that I'm using today linked below if you want to check any of them out. So we're going to see what Spirit says is a missed opportunity for you right now. What is something that is just within your reach that you have the potential to grasp onto, but that you might miss if you don't take action or work towards doing it. So what is an opportunity that you might miss that's available to you right now, Group 3? Impartiality. Okay, this is a crown chakra card, so immediately I am not surprised because I had that feeling of intense energy lifting and rising. So having crown chakra energy here is not surprising to me at all. So this card is all about seeing things from, of course, an impartial place. So now is really the time for you, Spirit says. You have an opportunity here to see things from an outside perspective and to give guidance to others right now. So this is a time for you to step into the role of a leader and a nurturer and a healer and a helper. And for many of you, that might look very different, but there's something to do with like leadership or mentorship where you're being guided to help others instead of helping yourself right now, and really to be neutral in situations and unbiased. And so since this comes with 7th chakra energy, which they say these are neutral cards in the deck, but personally I see this as crown chakra. Oh, I don't view it personally as neutral. I view it more as like higher energy, but that's just me. This is why I don't always read guidebooks, because I sometimes disagree with what people say. I know, so annoying. So let's see what else is a missed opportunity for you here. So you have the opportunity to be impartial, to judge situations from a higher plane, and to have some soulmate energy. So this is healing souls, connecting with other souls and spirits. This might be actually in a relationship perspective with a loved one, where you're being called to be unbiased and really just support them during this time. And also, sorry, I just hit this. And also it could be someone that you work with, someone in your life, someone that's coming into your life. There's an opportunity for you to really grow because you're helping someone else grow. So that's very interesting, whether it's parenting, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's in a love relationship or a friendship, or just a stranger, somebody that's going to come into your life who you feel perhaps initially you might not want to help them. You might want to take action or do something, or completely just distance yourself. But there's a real call here for you, an opportunity for you to actually support them, because this is a soulmate relationship in your life. This is a soulmate, soul contract person who is coming into your life because, or being, I should say, it could also be even an animal. They're coming into your life because you've made this deal with them on before you came into this earth. So this is a soul contractual agreement where you now have the opportunity to support someone and by doing that in an unbiased way and taking yourself out of the situation and not actually making a bunch of actions. I'm seeing like you're not actually doing the thing, you're supporting it from a distance. Like I'm seeing it almost like a therapist or a mentor, someone that's offering advice but isn't doing the practical aspects of it. that action for you, although it may seem impartial or neutral, is actually going to help you elevate yourself and your soul, and really going to help you grow and flourish. So pay attention to the soulmate relationships in your life. And to be honest, I hate saying this because it's kind of upsetting sometimes, but often the soul relationships in our life, the soulmate relationships, are often the people we dislike the most. And I know that sucks because you don't want to help people that you don't really like, but those people often come into our lives because they have something to teach us. So it's those up and down relationships, it's those toxic relationships, it's those draining relationships. Again, not all the time though. Of course, we have positive soulmate relationships, and we can get to different places in our soulmate relationships. Like I think of one of my soul sisters who's one of my soulmate relationships. She and I have gone through many ups and downs as we've aged in our decade-long friendship. We've fallen out, we've come back together, and now for the past like 5 years or so, we've been incredible together. But we had to go through these ups and downs in our soulmate relationships where we allowed ourselves impartiality and an unbiased opinion of each other. We had to separate for a period of time because we were too judgmental towards one another. And we've come now to a place where we have a really beautiful connection, where we can always talk about our problems, and we genuinely strengthened the bond. And I'm seeing that for you and whoever this soulmate relationship is with. And even if they don't end up being in your life, because this is a group reading, some of you will have this person in your life and some of you will not. Even if they don't end up in your life, this is crucial for an opportunity for you right now to really soar and heal. And I feel like we just got like your entire reading in 2 cards, but I'm also going to pull the Modern Love Tarot for you as well to see if we get any additional information. So this opportunity to support others is represented by the Page of Wands. So it could absolutely be a small child or someone younger than you that you're feeling called to help. And again, not meddling, not like helicopter parenting or trying to, put them on the right path by inserting yourself too much. It's like allowing them to flourish while also providing them support, which is one of the hardest ways to support people, because I know so many of us want to, butt in and help and do what we would want to do and really help to make these changes. But right now you're really being called to just let them be who they are and who they want to be, and allowing them that space to flourish. This doesn't have to be a young child, but I am getting the sense that it is someone younger than you, or someone with a spirit younger than you, perhaps someone that may not necessarily be as wise, or you might have a bit of an imbalance, intellectual imbalance or something of the sort, I'm sensing. So the Devil reversed. So you are just going to have to let them do their thing and explore what they want, even if it hurts them, even if it might feel toxic to them, even if it might be a hard lesson for them to learn, or a weird lesson for them to learn as well. You've got to let them explore it, and you've got to support them. If this is a partner that wants to try something new, you really got to, this is the time for you to really be impartial. And it doesn't mean you have to do what they're doing, but it's allowing them the space to be themselves and to really figure out who they are and who they want to be. You're having this opportunity that might be missed, so don't be too judgmental. Don't try to control the situation. It's time for them to just figure it out, and for you to kind of step back and allow them that space. So you're really being called right now to focus on these subconscious or shadow aspects of yourself that are impeding perhaps on your relationships with others, or even with yourself. For some of you, this could even be an aspect of yourself that you're being called to judge unbiasedly and to allow to flourish. It could be that inner child that wants to really play and figure things out for themselves. You really need to allow whoever it is in your life the space to do that right now, because it's a missed opportunity for you. So if you've been overly judgmental to others, or just really, I feel like it's like some negative habits or personality traits that maybe you've carried with you for a long period of time that you've kind of started to let go of, you're being called right now to continue to break those chains and really free yourself from the way that you used to be or the way that you used to see the world. This could also be like, for some reason I'm getting like political views or something, like there's something that maybe you used to think and now you're kind of changing the way that you think, and Spirit is inviting you to keep playing with those changes in how you see the world and how you see your loved ones and people that you care about, or just soulmate relationships in general, just people in life, living their life in general. It's time for you to really release your judgments and allow people to just be who they are. So by allowing people to be who they are, you're gonna notice that you're actually moving away from being scared and into a place of acceptance. And by going to that place of acceptance for allowing these things to just be, you're gonna notice that that allowing them isn't actually as bad as you think it is. Nothing as bad as you think it is gonna really come from just stepping back and being impartial. And it might really scare you to let go and to not be in control, but that's really what you're being guided to right now, is being impartial as it comes to being in control. So this could even be as simple as allowing someone in your life, a soulmate relationship, to make decisions. So it doesn't even have to be a huge decision, but if you're someone that always decides, what you do on a day together, or always decides what you eat, or, you can sometimes be a little bit overbearing, or just, you're the decisive one. You might be a little bit more type A in certain situations. You're being called right now to really let that go, let that guard down, and allow people the space to be themselves and to make decisions. And you'll find that by going along with them on that journey, that you might actually end up finding out more about yourself that you didn't know, and finding out more about life that maybe you didn't recognize or appreciate in the first place. So really beautiful and interesting reading here. Okay, so yes, we're being called to really release those judgments. So you might feel like when you're releasing your judgments of other people that it's causing you some discomfort, but it's really time for you to do that. Don't judge yourself for what you want to do, and don't judge others. This is the time for you to really be impartial. Spirit is calling you now to really be impartial and to just allow things to be the way that they want to be, and allow people to be the way that they want to be. Nine of Swords. So there is anxiety definitely that comes with allowing people the space to do that. And so that's completely understandable. So we're going to see like an action that you can really take right now to let go a little bit. Okay, celebrate. So celebrate differences, celebrate the decisions that other people make and the victories that you make as well. Anytime that you are supportive of someone else and what they want, or the kind of like, I keep dropping things lately. Oh my goodness. Okay, so sorry. So the more that you allow other people or yourself just to experience life and just fully enjoy it in the moment, the more that you're gonna find yourself moving more and more towards this space of raising your consciousness and raising your vibration. So in the first place of your reading, I really felt that pressure and that push on you. There's a lot of pressure that you feel that you take on for other people. And it's time for you just to release that pressure and just allow things to be as they are. And you'll find that by living life that way, you're gonna actually be a lot happier, and you're gonna have a lot more fun with life, and you're gonna feel like you're gonna be respected more by other people and have better relationships with others and also with yourself. And that is just a beautiful opportunity for you here at Group 3. So I really hope that you take these messages with you moving forward and pay attention to the ways in which you might judge other people or judge yourself, and be impartial. Move to a space where you're just being supportive. You're supporting other people's decisions and what they want in life instead of judging them. And that's really going to deepen your soulmate connections and going to improve the types of people that not only come into your life but stay in your life. It'll be a really wonderful experience for you. So I'm very excited to see what happens. Please let me know if this reading resonates with you, and I thank you so much for being here. Best of luck on your journey, and I will see you again soon. Bye.